It lurked in the shadows, a mass of writhing darkness, shapeless and ever-shifting. It had no eyes, yet it saw all. Its gaze pierced the deepest recesses of the soul, searching for a flicker of malevolence. It could smell sin, taste it in the air like a predator, savoring the scent of prey. Those unfortunate enough to be chosen as its host could feel its presence, a suffocating dread that clung to them like a shroud. They would see it, a grotesque silhouette at the edge of their vision, always watching, always judging. It could warp their perceptions, twist their senses. The world around them would turn cold, hostile. Sounds became distorted, echoing with an unearthly resonance. It was a torment beyond comprehension, a descent into a personal abyss. The entity was a being of pure retribution, a dark angel on a mission to cleanse the world of evil. But its methods were brutal, its justice merciless. Its victims were never innocent. They were thieves and liars, murderers and abusers, people with darkness etched into their souls, hidden behind masks of normalcy. But the entity saw through their facades. It knew their sins, their deepest, darkest secrets. It would invade their minds, forcing them to relive their every transgression. Each act of cruelty, each selfish desire played out before their eyes in horrifying detail. The guilt and shame were unbearable, a crushing weight that threatened to shatter their sanity. And then it would begin to act. The entity had no physical form, but it could manipulate the world around it with terrifying ease. It could cause accidents, spark fires, even control the minds of others to do its bidding. Each act of violence, each life extinguished, was a sacrifice to its twisted sense of justice, a blood offering to appease its insatiable hunger for retribution. The man hurried through the crowded street, his face hidden in the anonymity of the throng. He was on his way home from a successful day, his pockets heavy with ill-gotten gains. He had cheated, lied, and stolen his way to the top. He felt a chill run down his spine, a sudden prickling sensation on the back of his neck. He quickened his pace, his heart pounding in his chest. He could sense eyes on him, watching his every move. He risked a glance over his shoulder. The crowd surged around him, a sea of faces, but none of them seemed to be paying him any attention. He chided himself for being paranoid. It was just the stress of the day getting to him. But deep down, he knew. He had felt it before, that suffocating dread, the feeling of being watched by something ancient and malevolent. He tried to ignore it, to rationalize it away, but the feeling persisted. It started subtly. A flicker of movement at the edge of his vision, a whisper of his name carried on the wind. Then it intensified. The sounds of the city became distorted, echoing in his ears like the tolling of a funeral bell. He stumbled, his legs heavy as lead. His vision blurred, and the world around him seemed to tilt on its axis. He caught a glimpse of his reflection in a shop window. His face was pale, his eyes wide with terror, and behind him a dark shape began to coalesce. The entity was far from finished. Its hunger for justice, for retribution, was insatiable. It would continue to stalk the streets, seeking out those who preyed on the innocent, those who spread misery and pain. It was a terrifying thought, the idea of this unseen force meting out its own brand of justice. But for those who lived in fear, for those who had been victimized by the darkness in the world, it was a glimmer of hope. A silent guardian, a dark protector, ensuring that even in the darkest corners of the world, evil would never truly prevail. For the entity's mission was eternal, its pursuit of justice relentless, and as long as there was darkness in the world, it would never rest. Please like and subscribe. I would be forever grateful. Thanks for watching.